First time in Korea? If so, stop scrolling and watch this video first. You probably saved tons of trendy cafes, restaurants, and spots on Instagram or YouTube Live. But the moment you land at Incheon Airport and turn on your phone, you'll realize that Google Maps and other familiar apps don't work the way you expect. In this video, I share the top 5 must download apps before traveling to Korea, along with local insider tips. Just watch this until the end, and you'll never get lost or waste a whole day during your trip. Most travelers rely heavily on Google Maps, but in Korea, due to local legal regulations, Google Maps doesn't support proper working navigation on real-time traffic updates. The number one essential app for traveling in Korea is Naver Map. It fully supports English, Chinese, and Japanese, giving you the most accurate subway, bus information, exit numbers, and working routes. However, Naver Maps compass can sometimes be a bit slow in pinpointing your exact heading. Pro tip: use Naver Map for route planning and subway info, but if you are confused about which direction you are passing on the street, open Google Maps and check the blue GPS dot to orient yourself. When traveling outside Seoul or trying to hail a taxi on the street, are you worried about language barriers, payment issues, or getting overcharged? In Korea, there are two main taxi options you should know: Uber and Kakao. Uber. If you already use Uber back home, you don't even need to download a new app. Just open your existing Uber app in Korea. Your saved foreign cards or PayPal will work seamlessly, making it super convenient in major cities like Seoul and Busan. Kakao. This is the number one taxi app in Korea, covering over 80% of all taxis. If Uber takes too long to match, or if you are in quieter areas, switch to Kakao. It supports international registration and foreign card payment for fast, reliable rides. For long-distance travel to cities like Busan or Gangneung, use KorailTalk, the official app for KTX high-speed trains, to book easily in English without waiting in line at the ticket window. There is another high-speed train called SRT, but its starting point, Suso Station, is located in the Gangnam area on the southeastern edge of Seoul. Since it's quite far from major tourist hubs like Myeongdong, Hongdae, or Incheon Airport, it can be inconvenient for your itinerary. So, if it's your first time in Korea, sticking with KTX via KorailTalk from Seoul Station or Yongsan Station is your safest and easiest choice. Have you ever tried using Google Translate on a Korean-only menu or with a local, only to end up with super awkward literally translations? When it comes to Korean, Papago, developed by Naver, is infinitely better. It understands Korean honorifics, context, and modern slang amazingly well. For instance, if a menu item says 지옥에서 온 짬뽕, super spicy noodles, Google Translate literally outputs spicy noodle from hell, which sounds terrifying. But Papago grabs the cultural context of extreme spiciness and translate it much more naturally. Plus, its image camera translation works wonders on physical menus. One of the best things in Korea is late night K-chicken or tteokbokki delivery. However, food delivery apps are where tourists struggle the most. Baemin. This is the Korean's number one delivery app. But short-term travelers usually can order directly because it requires a Korean phone number verification and local payment methods. So use Baemin as a menu explorer. Browse the photos and food options, then show your screen to your hotel receptionist or a local guide to order for you. Shuttle delivery. If you want to order by yourself in English using an international card, download Shuttle. No Korean phone verification is required, and it accepts foreign cards and PayPal. However, Shuttle operates in limited areas like Hongdae, Itaewon, Gangnam in Seoul, or select tourist areas in Busan. So check your hotel address on the app first. Korea is virtually a cashless society. Many iPhone users assume Apple Pay will work for public transit everywhere, but rewarding T-Money transit cards with foreign credit card is still heavily restricted. That's why you need WOWPASS, an all-in-one prepaid card designed specifically for foreign tourists. You can insert your home currency at kiosks in major subway stations, and it instantly exchanges and loads Korean won onto the card. The single card works both as a cashless payment card in stores and as a T-Money transit card. Plus, you can track your balance and transaction history in real time on their app. Alright, if you download these 5 apps and use these tips, your trip to Korea will definitely be much smoother. However, even with all these apps, there are still big limitations. What if it suddenly rains? What if the restaurant or cafeteria you wanted is fully booked? Or you want late-night local food in an area with no delivery? When unexpected variables happen, traveling alone as a foreigner often means wasting an entire day. Plus, places you find on apps or Google are ultimately just the same crowded tourist spots everyone goes to. If you want to experience the real Korea deeply, uniquely, and without any stress, that's where urban healing comes in. Urban healing provides exclusive, private, local healing experiences that solo travelers simply cannot access on their own. Flexible, real-time care that adapts instantly to weather or itinerary changes on the spot. Access to hidden local healing spots never found on popular apps or travel blogs. Hassle-free arrangements, including local food setups without phone verification or payment stress. Beyond the basic travel with apps, if you want unforgettable cake culture and true relaxation, urban healing is your ultimate solution. If this video was helpful for your Korean trip prep, please like and subscribe. Check out the link in the description and pinned comment below to discover the private travel programs offered by Urban Healing. See you in Korea. Bye!